see what kind of jump ball Kevin has. Could have been a ball higher, but not bad. Good start. All right, we got a nice flow going, up and down. Out of bounds. I know the Federation wants a tomahawk chop in, Kevin, but what I'd like to see you do is give it a fist instead of the chop in. It just looks better. It just looks better. Now, way to hold up on that, Gary. Not your line. I'd be on the other side of him. Kevin, you should have been on the outside when you administered the ball, not inside. Off the ball. Let's look at some eyes. Are we off the ball? Don't fade back, Kevin. Step in on that jump shot.
Good.
The longer the play goes, the more concentration we have to have, because something's going to happen soon. There's going to be a foul, a shot, something's going to happen the longer we go on. You know, a steal. So our antennas have to be up on those plays. That kid's a player. Okay, good look, making sure we're all ready before we put the ball in play. Good job. Come on, jog to the table. That's it. Stop. Now you see you're still moving. Stop, report, then go. Whistle on every sub, Gary. Every time we bring in a sub, we want to whistle. That's a good call. Yeah, you step. Where do we want the ball? Show them where you want the ball. See, you got to hold up, Kevin. Tell him where the ball comes in. Because I think Tyler is just guessing. He didn't get any feedback from you on where to put the ball in play. All right, this is an up and down game. Let's keep up with it, guys. One-handed mechanic. The left hand should go up, Gary, and point instead of the right hand and then left hand direction. Left hand up and out of bounds. Count the players. Making sure we have 10. All our job. Tyler, you need to go up a little farther. You're not doing anybody any good right there. No deeper than the deepest offensive player. All right, now we're going to, because of that contact, we're going to give the ball the other way where that should have been a foul. Now we're going to penalize them twice. They lose the ball, and the kid got the foul. Look at that on film, Tyler. That was a foul. Look at his hand on him all the way to the basket. Gary, you got to get that. That drive started in your primary. His hand was on him for at least 5 dribbles. That is a foul also. That's a foul we need to get to clean up the potential physical foul later on. We got to talk about free throw mechanics too. The lead. Hustle after that ball in the first of 2. Get it before it hits the ground. Don't let it bounce 3 times and walk in and get it. Looks lazy. Good step down, Tyler. Kevin, you're released early. You know, I know we haven't ref for a while, and looks like you're getting a little tired, Kevin. You give him that shot all day, huh? Gary, when they're bringing the ball up the sideline on opposite you, or near the sideline, you need to move over a little bit. Remember lanes A, B, and C? If he's in C, you got to be in B. You were still in A, and if you had to make a call from where you were, it would be a non-credible call because of distance. That is a foul all day. You know, you got the foul, but I think you need to get it sooner than that. Again, hand checking him to death on the floor. That is a foul. He didn't go to the floor for nothing. You got the foul, though, so that's the good part. But I think you need to get that earlier. Now this is a good time, 21-6. The three of you get together. Hey, are we okay? What are we feeling? Are we doing, anything you want to talk about? Okay, I think it's always good that first time out just to get together for a little bit and just, hey, how's everybody feeling? We need anything? Okay, and just, again, a little crewness. We care about each other. We care about ourselves as a crew. Yeah, don't let those timeouts turn into 3 minutes. All right, Plymouth's starting to shoot a little bit better. Way to get that. That technically should be your call, Tyler, and you made it. Okay. Yeah, we want the opposite official to make that call from where the shot came, but both of you can make it. That's inconsequential. Okay, you need to be more in the close down, Gary. More in the close down. Mirror the ball. Move, 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 move. Close down position. Close down. Close down. That might have been a good opportunity to go. I think you watched them try and set that play up. Now don't take it out of bounds there, Gary. That's the lazy one. Where'd the ball go out of bounds? On this side of the basket. That's just being freaking lazy. Take the ball out where it went out of bounds. That's just being lazy. Yes, good call, Tyler, all day. All day. Good mechanics, good report, good all around. A lot of hands on that play. All right, Bob, when that play hit the basket, you were at half court, okay? If you're tired, I get it, but if you're not, run down there. Okay, we got Tyler as the lead, Ken as the trail, and Gary is the, or Kevin. I keep calling him Ken. Sorry, Kevin. It's Kevin. Sorry. All right, here comes Plymouth. No, you guessed entirely on that, Kevin. There's no way you could have seen that. That was a guess. You watched the film. I don't think you had a good look at it. At least from where I am, it appeared that you didn't have a good look at that. That you looked through the players to make that call. Kevin, get your hands off your hips. Looks terrible. No. Gary, you got nothing to do with bringing in subs. Put your hand down. Got nothing to do with bringing in subs. There's just too much contact on that stuff, guys. There's got to be a foul. There's his hand on his hip the whole way to the basket. Kevin, you should have a pretty good look at that drive to the basket and that hand on his hip. No, Gary, you have absolutely nothing to do with bringing in subs at that time. That is Tyler's job right there. Your job is to watch the players, not worry about time or substitutes in that situation. Close ball game. They made a little bit of a comeback. They made a big comeback. Narrowing the gap. High game with 2.5 to go. Moraine's gone cold. Plymouth got hot. That's the way to get it, yeah. Step down on that three, Tyler. Good job. We got 1:34 to go. Plymouth has come all the way back for a lead here. All right, Tyler, I wish you would have had a whistle on that because that came from your area. You probably should have had the whistle. And Kevin's whistle should have been the secondary one. But I didn't hear your whistle at all, so you didn't blow anything on that one. Gary, you're not bringing in subs. All right, under a minute. Plymouth has stormed back. Yeah, if you bring in subs again from the C over there, I'm going to kick you in the ass. You have nothing to do with bringing in subs. All right. Tyler, that's a call that had to be made. Gary, I think it's your call all the way, and you didn't make it. But that defensive player was never in legal guarding position. Tyler waited. He viewed the chance. He came in and called it. That's a game saver call. Those are the calls that have to be made. All right, who's got the last second shot? Who's got the last second shot? It would be Tyler. But you guys, the other two guys should be ready to help him out. All right. Who's got the last second shot on that? Who would have the last second shot on that?
Typically it'd be over here, but we said before the game we're going to have a person over here so they can see the table.
Oh, you can see the table?
Yeah.
Okay.
The clock went to zero, but the horn didn't go off.
Okay. Let's say that there wasn't, the clocks were over there. Who would have the last second shot? You. Because you would be the new trail coming up.
Yeah.
Okay? You'd have that shot.
We decided that before the game and pre-game.
Yeah. We got to get some out there. There's just too much hand checking, too much body bumping, too much this. It's the basket. We got to get them. Okay. You'll hear what I have to say on this. But overall, again, more movement. Good job. Good on shot. Don't stand on the foot like that. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Okay. Hands on your hips. It's little thing. Fiddly thing. Watching you work, I think it's just too passive. Okay? You have to be a little bit more aggressive on some of those fouls. When you see a player driving to the basket and you're the C over here, and that defensive player has his hip on him, from hand on his hip from the orange line to the free throw line, that is a foul. Okay? What is he doing? Changing what? Rhythm, speed, balance, quickness. Okay? Well, yes. Okay? Because he's not quick enough to stay with him, so he's got to hold him, and that's holding him. Okay? So let's clean up some of the play going to the basket. Okay, I think that would help us out. Okay? Good job. Here we go.
Thanks.
Go get him. right, start the second half. Kevin's inbounding. Tyler's the C. Gary's the lead. Kevin, ball watching a little bit. Take your primary. Don't watch the ball when it's on the perimeter. Okay, if I was Kettle Moraine, I got these three big guys, I'd be pounding the ball inside. I don't know. Very good call, Kevin. That's the call that you're there to make. Great call. You know, that's the right idea, Kevin. Good job on that. But even when they're over there, stay on the court until they bring it in, so or they balance the floor, one or the other. So in case you have to come across and make a call like that, you're in a credible position. Good hustle, Tyler. Way to get there. All right, we got 17 and a half minutes to go, a 4-point lead for Plymouth. Great hustle by White. Not shooting very well. Or Schnell Moraine's not shooting very well. Put the ball in the hole. Good job putting it in on the side. Gary called it out on his line, so it's coming in on the side. Down lower. That's it, a little wider, now a little lower, Gary. That's it, close down. Again, that's that go away, stay away. Kevin making that call, leaving your primary, heading right to Tyler. You got to give that to Tyler. Okay, it's coming right towards him. And let him make the decision. When the ball's going away from you, it's just not a credible call. I don't know if that ball went out or not. Moraine comes back for the lead. look at that contact there. I don't know. I didn't have a good look at it. Gary, that's one of those calls that you got to make emphatically. Because it looked like neither one of you knew who should call it. You got to come up big with that. You know, black, black. Use your voice. No, see, there's that one-handed mechanic again. You're facing that way, up and left hand. Okay, you came up and had to turn around and across your body. We don't want cross-body signals. Are we counting our subs in? I didn't hear a whistle bring them in. I didn't hear anybody do much. Great hustle. Yeah, he might have got fouled on that shot. Hand up, Kevin. Kevin, you're bringing in the subs. Hand up, hand up. Did we count how we got 10 players or not? See, our non-calling officials have to do a better job of knowing who the shooter is on that. Your first job as the non-calling official is to make sure we identify the shooter. Kevin, walking mechanics to the table, okay? Starting to get a little tired here now, but our mechanics can be a whole lot better, Kevin. They're, again, too casual, too blah. Kevin, you didn't see that? Tyler was behind the play, didn't have a good look at it. I don't know even if you saw the whole play, but you were right there. That's got to be your whistle, Kevin. Drive to the basket, a lot of body on the shot. I think a foul in there is justified before the one that Tyler had. Gary, that's you. Just look at the body contact. Shooter, we need to protect shooters when they're in the air. That's a good call. That's a good call. Now again, we may, that action took place on this side of the rim right here. We need to take the ball out where it happened, not on the other side of the end line. Who's the shooter? Kevin, who's the shooter? You call that on the ground?
Yeah.
All right. From where I was, he had gathered the ball and started his shooting motion. I think that's a foul that deserves a shooting try every time. The coach asked you about it. Why wasn't that a shooting foul? All right. I get it, but I don't think that foul was consistent in what we have been calling and not calling throughout this game. I think it was just not in the flow of the game that what we've been calling fouls. Take a look at it and see. The camera up there.
Oh, yeah. He was asking if you're talking to the refs at the same time.
No, I'm not. No. Okay, kind of straight lined with that shot. Just take a look at your positioning when you made that shot, Tyler. Were you a little bit straight line? Was there a little bit of a guess in there? I don't know. Okay, both. All right, he just told you that the next, he's holding them. Good turnaround there. Oh, we got a 2-point game with 6 minutes to go. All right, 1-1. 1-1. We got to know what it is. See, when one of us knows it's a bonus and the other two don't, it just doesn't look good. As a crew, we have to recognize when we're in the bonus and start setting them up. Flow. We want flow to the game. Are we counting 10 players? I don't think anyone counted 10 players. Every time there's a sub, counting players. Those are good no calls down there. Way to hustle down, Gary. Good job. Kevin, you're walking. Watch yourself. You're walking. You got 4 minutes to go and you're walking up and down the court. Nothing for you to look at there, Kevin. We're going to trust Gary to handle 3 players in the backcourt while you hustle down and get to your spot. Take a look at that. Did he go through him? Did he stop? I guess I don't have much of a problem. Okay. We'll take a look at that. You know, I get the foul, but was it enough to rise to the level of being a foul? You hit him in the head, you got to get that foul. To go, 4-point game. Kettle Moraine winning. Now we have to be at our best. We're tired, but we have to be at our best. I like it that we're letting them play a little bit. I think none of those plays deserve whistles. Good job. All right, again, our antennas are, yes, he held them. Good get, Tyler. He was held. He knew he was beat, reached out and grabbed the uniform. Good get. Very good. Six-point game, a minute and 43 to go. Okay, again, here's the game we're talking about. What are we talking about?
Double bonus. Double bonus on the one side. See, the home team, which would be white. Here's a double bonus. Here's the possession.
All good stuff. We got to know that stuff. So good job.
Across the middle.
All right, minute to go. They talked over what to do in the last minute and 43, so let's see. Kevin, you're doing nobody any good there. Get up there. There's nothing going on back here. This is where we're going to get grabs and holds and things like that. Sure, you have a second call if it's warranted. But this is where we got to be a ball watching illegal screens, the grabs. Black is getting desperate. They're going to, oh. This never works out well. Okay. No. See, Gary, where did that foul take place? That was in Tyler's primary. You got to give Tyler the chance, and if he doesn't, then you can come and get it. But you're fishing in his pond, okay? Give him a chance to get those. Don't get in front. Stay on the end line till the ball gets passed in. All right, shouldn't have to come out there and tell you guys to talk. See, the R, the most experienced official at this time, you need to get together. Make sure you're on the same page. You know what I meant by that?
Yeah, I got mixed
well, when you're working for me, you're going to do that. So back here in the defense, offensive players at half court, what are you refing here? There's nobody here. There's nothing here. Okay, get up there where they are. Okay, then you're going to have to adjust. Well, we don't officiate air. Think of it that way. We don't officiate air. Kevin, you got to be way up. Farther. 2 shots, 37 seconds, 3-point lead for Kettle Moraine. Bringing the subs, yeah, bringing the subs. Count the players. Who should the center be watching on these free throws, other than the line and everything else? Who's causing the most problems? It's the player in the number 2 spot who will cause you the most problems. Hands are griping. How great is that? High score? No, 1-point game with 24 seconds to go. Gotta get it across in 10. Now look at all the things that could happen here in the last 13 seconds. If he misses, 1 of 2, he's got 2 shots, still within range. 2-point game with 13 seconds to go. Oh, the dreaded double buzzer. Okay, we found number 30, okay. You know, young table didn't know that, no issues. Okay, we got one shot to go with 13 seconds to go. Heightened antennas. All right, 2-point lead with under 10 seconds to go. 2 seconds to go. White has a timeout. All right. Now the only thing they have to do is not beat themselves. Should be a spot throw in. I would anticipate, well, I shouldn't even say that. Let's see what happens. Bring him out. Here we go. Gary, bring him out. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. All right, we got 2 seconds to go. White is leading, going long. Black is pressing the snot out of him. Look at the holds that took place. All right, good job.